How we doing, guys? I'm Yalik. It is Thursday and we have some War Factory to do. So let's get right in there. There she be. Alright. Not too bad. What do we have here? Yesterday's Dr. T was very interesting. Stage 7 had really high health for Dr. T. This is pretty high health for a headquarters. And that's a good shield too. You're looking at 2.2 million or something like that there, roughly. Luckily, this isn't all too bad. So we have some choices here. Now, you have these CMOs. Pretty good health on those because they're level 2s. Probably do not want to BART them. So if you are hacking anything, which I will probably be doing, you do need to keep that in mind. Let's see, the range on these rockets. Down here, bad things for armor. These are bad for armor too, for that matter. This is bad for armor. Also bad for grenadiers and such things. I don't know that I'd want to do that. On the other hand, rifle combinations would seem to work well over here, so maybe an opportunity to use Gramps again. We will take that all day. Interesting. There's not much. There's a tiny little pocket up here. Wow, that is really healthy for a supply crate. That's even with the artillery damage tribe that we have going on now, that's a barrage and a couple of artillery. So I was thinking maybe clear a hole back here. You got a little bit of a gap and you could possibly throw Gramps up in there and start clearing, in particular towards these machine guns, because they do not come close to ranging bombardiers. Down on this shore, things are pretty dicey. So still looking rifle combinations. Over here, I mean, obviously the rockets and shock launchers are bad, but we can always hack, which is fantastic. We were not able to hack anything last week because there were too many prototypes. This setup is much more conducive to hacking. Honestly, this guy at a certain point might become a problem. Not too worried about anything else over here except this one Doom cannon. If we're going to BART anything, I would guess we're going to want to BART that guy if we're approaching from this side. I'm more inclined to approach from this side. Walking the rifles up over here is perfectly fine as an option, but you still have to deal with all this stuff anyway. So probably better just to approach from over here. My first thought is to clear some mines, do a hacking run. Let's see. I don't think anything that you hack up here is going to have any trouble dying with the cannons and boom cannons and shock blasters and whatnot in the area. Not to mention that these range a couple of things as well. Hot pots, boom surprises. So we could, let's see, maybe just hack these guys out and then walk Zuka up here, park up between these two things, shock and clear critters for the blaster, and see where that leaves us. At that point, when things are clear, you can honestly maybe drop back, get some GBE, and work on this Doom cannon. So I am thinking that's kind of where I want to start from, and we'll see what happens. So first things first, let's load up Zuka, and let's load up Everspark. I don't predict that this will be an insanely hard War Factory, so you have some. How about we bring the Zukas too, though? that'd be great. So you have some leeway on this if you're not all that comfortable with your hacking. You have a couple of extra tries, because this, again, you can just walk rifles up at a certain point and kill this. So let's start. We'll hack these two guys and start barding this and clear mines on this side. That'll be the first run, and we'll see where we are after that. So, one thing I'm going to want to do, always hate these boom mines, and going to tag one of those rocket launchers. So, let's see. We'll drop Sparky something like over here. Press hack, flare the further rocket launcher, and I think we should be okay there. Do we want to try to hack out one of the other shock launchers on this? Might be worth a go. Alright. Just fewer things for Zukas to kill later. Gonna pop those two mines as well, and drop a couple of barrage and some artillery. This is jacked up high-powered artillery because of the artillery damage tribe. I think I mentioned that. So that's good. What does it take? We need 1 GBE to get a critter. And I'd like a critter to clear some mines over there, so why don't we drop? Since we have cleared this beach a little bit. Might as well not waste the extra GBE over there. Alright, let's check some ranges and see what we want next. Wow, that barded especially, these are only ones, these Doom Cannons. That barded especially quickly. I'm a little surprised by that. This is making me want to, this is giving me ideas and making me think things about this hot pot. So like maybe chuck a critter here, hot pot pops up, shock that, and then bard it right out. It is going to be a problem if we have our kill zone over here, if anybody strays close to the HQ there. Ideally, I guess we want to be up here. Get rid of, yeah, that looks like a pretty good spot. So I guess that really should be the kill zone, but this thing just being so close to where I'm going to have to operate makes me nervous, because it's a hot pot. And Zukas and hot pots, I don't know if you know this, they do not mix well. On the other hand, that was some real fun hacking. Possible we could just do it again with these guys. And then on the next hit, walk Zukas right up to, say, here. Why don't we do that? I like hacking stuff. Hacking stuff is fun. Sounds kind of moronic when I say it that way, but seriously. I'm going to use a flare this time to put Sparky, let's see. I'll put her right there. I'm going to go with an extra smoke on this, because she might step forward when I do this. Okay, she is selecting that top shock launcher. Good. So we're going to try to replicate this little feat. Where did that boom mine get damaged? What does she select? Okay, perfect. She selected the shock launcher nearest us, so if we just press hack twice, she'll just get both shock launchers. Gonna clear more mines. Possibly? Drop there. Yeah, a few more mines. And let's see. That. Probably put some damage on these guys and clear a little bit more mineage. No, we did not need those mines. Alright, so that there. Gonna walk up this way, I think, first, and then over to here. So those mines were kind of a waste, but oh well. Let's damage these nearer to shore, that is rocket launchers up, That way the Zookas take them out first. We'll be in the blind spot of the two top ones there, closer to the blaster. So we won't have to worry about them. What are we at? That's 2 attacks. Doom Cannon's dead. I'm going to switch to Sparky and Critters. Now, you could also go with Brick here for damage, but we're going to have to do a little bit of clearing. And when I'm doing any kind of clearing with these sorts of things around one-shot defenses, snipers and boom cannons and cannons, those critters keep your Zookas alive, and I am a fan of that. Do have to be careful about positioning. Ideally, want to be parked kind of between where this sniper tower is and where this rocket launcher is sitting. We stray too far to this side, we're in range of the Doom Cannon, not to mention the flamethrowers. Stray too far to that side, and I think I mentioned the hotpot. Watch out for the damn hotpot. So, don't need to smoke the beach, probably just drop in here. I'm going to flare upwards, and then we'll walk up that way. That's the plan. Let's see how it goes. And gather up again. And let's just get walking, because that's about to get ugly down there. And let's see. Go around these crates. Seems okay. I'm going to load up a critter swarm drop thingy. Let's flare the blaster, because that we can... Well, that we want dead first, and we can keep these rocket launchers shocked together. That's nice and easy. Now we're standing in the blind spot of rocket launchers, so we're not going to have to worry about that either. And at this point, we're just clearing stuff. Eventually, we'll want to get over to the snipers, so we're going to move this way a little bit. And we'll throw a shock on those guys just to make sure. We have lost a few Zookas in there. But those critters just eat up, you know, a shot here and a shot there. Hotpot is seeing the critters, but that's not a concern. Gonna pull my girls up. What do we say? Actually, we want a little bit higher, because we want it to be where that sniper tower used to be. And I think from here we just sit and burn on the shield and probably kill it. On that note, where the sniper used to be, where I grew up, there's kind of a habit or turn of phrase that people use. I don't know why, and I've not encountered this too many other places, but for some reason people always want to give you directions by where something used to be. Do you remember where the Walmart used to be? You're going to take a right, and I have never, ever gotten that. Okay, but I'm not from here. Well, you're going to go, this is where you would have been. Like, yeah, but I'm still not from here. I don't know where that was. Can you just tell? Nope, no, it just does not compute for some reason. Maybe a lack of mobility? People not moving around enough in the world to understand that people come from other places and might not refer to the same landmarks that you do. It's a really, really weird habit. Anyway, that's not a hard war factory. I personally will probably do... On my other accounts, I think I'll probably do some of the rifle approach coming from that left beach. It still involves some hacking, but I'm always in a favor of practicing your universal remote skills, because it's one of the better skills to have in the game, and it makes things a whole lot easier, like this. Anyway, that's War Factory for this week. I'm Alec. Like, thumbs up, and I will catch you guys whenever. Take care.